Hey guys, this is just a quick tutorial on how to fillet a mangrove snapper, also known as a gray snapper. So we went out to the pier and caught some three nice little keeper mangrove snapper, and I'm just going to show you guys how to fillet them, and yeah, that's basically it. So what I like to start by is taking a knife and make sure you wash off the fish because they will get a slime on them. Just make a cut right there. Now you're going to turn the fish and insert your knife and very gently slice down the back, like so. Now once you get to past the rib bones, you can go ahead and push your knife through and fillet down, almost all the way down, but leave the little flap of skin right there. Now we're just going to go in and we're just going to gently slice all the way up and over the rib cage. And I'll just cut that. There's not much meat on the rib cage for me. And come back to here. And now we're simply going to take the snapper and cut down on here and just hold a little bit of pressure and just fillet down, and that'll take the flesh and the scales off, and there you go, one nice fillet of snapper. So now I'm going to flip them over, do the same thing on the other side. Make a cut right there. Now we're going to fillet down, cut through where the anal fin is, slice down, not all the way. Now we're just going to fillet on back to the rib cage, up and over the rib cage. And it's much easier to do this when they've been on ice for me, and it kind of firms the meat and it's a lot easier to fillet. So now we can go ahead and cut right down here. Simply take a knife and just fillet down on that. Just like that. And if you leave the scales on the fish, if this is your first time doing it, it makes it a lot easier when you're getting the skin off the fish, because it gives you a lot more and it's harder to cut through when you're filleting down. So that's just one tip. And so there you go, one nice snapper fillet. As you can see, there's hardly any meat left over on him. And we're going to go ahead and just fillet the rest. So I like to start out by just washing our fish off and cleaning up the cutting table a little bit. Wash the fish off, wash the old fillets. And so now that we've done that, we can just set these aside for a second. Now, we're just gonna take our knife, same thing on the other one, just cut behind the head and the fin, flip them around. And just cut down to the anal fin and fillet to the back. Now we're just going to fillet up over that rib cage. That can be the hardest part for some people, but you're just going to want to cut over flip this back, cut there, come down, and I'll do the same thing we did to take the skin off. Just hold gentle pressure, not too much pressure. Move the fish a little bit and continue filleting down. And there you go, one more beautiful fillet. Now we're gonna, and as you can see, there's no meat left on these bones. Now these are pretty small snapper. You're not gonna get too many monsters at any fishing piers. And these are your average size, just 10 inches, but they do eat really good. I prefer some of these smaller snappers over the 20, 30 inch snappers. But that's just me. So just fillet down. And try not to get in a hurry. Take your time with this, because as you can see, you don't want to waste any meat. And now we're just going to do the same thing. Hold light pressure down. Move the fish over and just fillet down. And now that's one boneless, beautiful piece of meat ready to fry, however you like to cook your fish. I might be doing an upcoming video on how to cook these mangrove snappers, how I like to cook them. And there's many ways to cook them. I mean, there's no one right way. Depends on what you like. Some people like to bake them in the oven, some people like to fry them. I like to do them in aluminum foil on the grill. But no right or wrong way. Just make sure it's cooked all the way through. And I'm just going to finish up this last little snapper. And another thing is, I believe in catching and keeping what I'm going to eat, or what me and my dad and my family are going to eat. I don't keep stuff and for no reason and just because I can, because it's legal. I believe in catching what I'm going to eat that night or the next day, because if you keep a bunch of fish, you're not going to be able to eat them all unless you plan on inviting some people over and cooking. But just, you don't want to demolish the population of fish wherever you're fishing. So, like I said, I had the chance to keep a bunch of snappers. It was me and my dad. We only kept 3 because we know there's not many there, and that's just what we did because we know that we can't eat 10 snappers. So we just kept 3. They're going to cook up really nice. And my knife's getting a little bit dull, but that's okay. This is the last fish. But yeah, they're pretty easy to catch. We just use live baby glass minnows and just let them float under the pier. And these things just tear them up. And we caught a lot of snappers, not many keepers. Like we said, only keep what you're gonna eat. So, as you can see, these are some really beautiful fillets of mangrove snapper, and you're just gonna finish by washing them off, washing wherever you're cutting up. Make sure you wash your blade off really good. And as you can see, really beautiful fillets. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.